An amazing project. Remind me of how the pronunciation for this project goes again. Ikigai, right? It means having purpose in life, essentially. This is beautiful. This was so many wholesome moments. If you're a fan of Olamide, if you're a fan of his legacy, you are definitely coming out with this with a lot of nostalgic elements. Granted, we didn't get like the styling of OG Olamide, like any Duro Olamide. We didn't get that like Baddest Guy Valivets Bado, where it's very, very like animated and has very high tension. Obviously he has evolved, right? Like he's much more laid back and more reserved in his styling. There can be moments where he's energetic and spazzing and going crazy, but I think his styling is still very much post Carpe Diem, basically Unruly, the one before that as well. Yeah, US Kitty. The styling of that has obviously evolved, right? So his rap elements, his rap chops are very much in this era, and I'm not mad at it. Even though there are a lot of nostalgia elements tied in, it would have been crazy to have a nostalgic moment, like almost like that moment where we had in Carpe Diem when he did Do Better in the middle of Carpe Diem, which Do Better was clearly recorded way back when he was just putting energy crazy into the bars, and yeah, it was just animated. But we didn't get any of that, so I think it would be nice to get moments of that. But regardless, I'm not mad at what we got. We received some like dope features, dope show outs from the YBNL camp, the current and the earlier one, and I love where they are sitting. I love that he was actually going to bring all these acts together into a song together. Like, it was good, it was wholesome. I appreciated so many moments on this one. Metaverse, easily, okay, hit material. And I think he's already running off of that right now. It's one that has visuals for it. I can imagine it being an up-tempo song that can chart and do crazy things for him. Catchy hook in the sense that he's still rapping, but it's still flowing and keeping it simple and punchy like a rapper should in today's era. And Olamide is one that rappers literally should study and pay attention to in order to connect to that commercial ear and making it palatable, making it work. His entire career is all of that. Anyone that wants to work as a rapper really needs to look at Olamide and his approach, really. And he's showing it yet again on this particular record with Metaverse. Bar heavy, similes heavy. It's not necessarily bar heavy, but similes heavy. That's the entire project, I can say. Very similarly heavy with his rap styling. And shout out to Semzi, who's on many of the production choices here. Uptown Disco saw us link up with Fireboy DML and Ashake. Fireboy DML obviously taking charge, having some strong ownership in the intro of the song, which I definitely loved.
I said freeze, hook up police. Lucky they know I be like Chucky Norris. Pure heavy with I get blocked every day.
A very, very unorthodox arrangement with that song. We had Bado have like half of the song really running a very, very lengthy pre-chorus into a shaky hook which is like hey oh, which is like, I mean, it's not much meat, not much to hold on to there on that one, but yeah, it kind of stretched the song a little bit far than it really needed to be. But we got Ashake towards the end, and Ashake was given 24 bars to just go off. And it was a fun verse. It just came rather too late into the age of wanting to hear Ashake on this song. That's just on my first listen, but regardless, I'm not upset. Ashake had a lot of room to flex and have fun, and I enjoyed Ashake because 24 bars is a lot, and he actually held up. He was keeping up. He was switching flows, switching like cadences, obviously kept the verses dynamic, and there was actually a beat transition too, so it was a nice way to see us out. I actually like that. I would have tightened up the record a little bit more and let's not allow the pre-chorus to be as wordy as it was, and come back to it. Machiavelli, I saw the pre-prime kind of influence pour into the production choice on this one. Shout out to Shemzi again, coming to find out that those two are like paddy, you know. It's nice to see that some form of P Prime in songs like Risk, which just dropped with Victoni, and another one with Ravage. You can hear those kind of mid-tempo amapiano cadences on the drums, and I enjoyed that. I think it was a good thing. It was nice, edgy, but for some reason I was just thinking a little bit of refining towards the end for the beats would have been nice, because we got a sax outro there, which was good. I love the sax outro on the beat, but I thought there was a lot more to cook, because the melody of this hook is punchy, it's nice, it's simple. Machiavelli, this Bado bragging his head off and just like, you know what I mean, going off essentially, but it was a nice and cozy tempo. But to be honest, that outro would have smoked it if it had like a lot of cooking and dramatics towards the end, because it felt like it was itching for it. But regardless, I don't hate it. Machiavelli was a good moment. Knockout, Sabri, one of the, lovey-dovey kind of intense, like it was supposed to feel like an intimate moment with the new artists that we're just coming with. And shout out to Bado again, always plugging people in.
My energy no go feel run down. Wanna party from now till sundown. A mortgage says she no go burn out. She dey find person where she go knock out.
It was not really eventful. It was cheesy love record. Tried to make it steamy and knockouts, but it's not memorable. It didn't leave a huge mark on me, to be honest. And then we get to Hello Habibi. Call and Response is the name of the game when it comes to this song. Come to find out, is my love, and he's basically chatting up a babe to take her to Dubai, go and buy Lana, what's it called? Lana Max. 400k. I love it. He's bragging, obviously trying to spoil a babe, saying I can buy you this, I can buy you that, the classic line. But obviously the song is structured in a way that is catching people's attention. You are engaged with the song. Hello Habibi. He even has a verse dedicated to something okay, something okay, something okay. So I can imagine people rapping along to this. It's a very, very it's very, very interactive. So I like that approach for this particular song, and he has done many of that approach on a few songs too. Like this is not new to him, and I like that he was able to be consistent on that theme, and it makes for a good like attempt of a club banger too, because I can see people just belching and just singing it out with each other. So that was a good moment as well. Now track 6 is my favorite. It's the most awesome moment. Like obviously it's the cheat code of a record. Is interpolating a very, very classic record from Paul Ike Dairo. That is a song about gratitude, you know. You're thanking God. You're definitely paying attention. You're in a very, very like spiritual headspace. The man even closes the song with a freaking choir to do the pre-chorus and the chorus again. Like, come on, it just had wholesomeness written all over it, had gratitude written all over it. Yeah, you're just singing along to it, because that's a very nostalgic moment, and the song it connects to you easily, and I absolutely love that song. Personally, my favorite on this project. And then we close out with Synchro System, that saw a lot of the pivotal era of Bado's transition from Coded Tunes days down to his crazy run with 5BNL album and the Baddest Guy Valley Vets. All of these names were part of that run. Street OT, you know what I mean? Phil's, Young John, and Lil Kesh. Wholesome moments just by them being here alone, like just wholesome already, because Young John and Phil's have transitioned from being producers into artists, and very well established artists. So it was a nice feel good moment to see them here.
Truly, truly, life has been a movie. Dancing, synchro systems on it. When it
feels still in the show with that intro, still in with the show with the verse and that hook, bro, a punch of a moment for Feels. We just got listening to his EP earlier in the stream, but right now Feels is cooking, man. I love it. He also got to produce the beats, which, like, bro, absolutely love it. Absolutely love that Feels is producing for Bado again. Do you know what I mean? It's like, bro. Anyway, man, if you paid attention to Bado's like legacy, like I said, you're going to fall in love with this just sentimental moment. A lot of it's just sentimental. Like, trust me, it's not rooted in like, let me be strict and everything. Obviously, a lot of these things are very sentimental, and of course we're Bado fans, so we love and to see how far he has come. Somebody was saying AG was missing. I agree too. It would have been nice to maybe give some responsibility that feels hard on this song and give some to AG, because AG would have been good on the hook. That hook would have ran well with AG. We got a Lil Kesh verse as well.
This bedu make me want to jogodo. Dance like this, tabolo in my shokoto. Olofa from Ijebu to Sokoto. Polongo secret want to sing dodo.
It was the Lil Kesh in, written all over it. Secret to Sundodo reference, of course. That's so Lil Kesh, and it was still a moment regardless.
I'm just rocking Mr. Magella. It don't be she no pella. And no shedurella. Now God be my propeller.
Bado closing up with a very punch type of outro for the song, and it just saw us say like, yeah man, this is the end, finito. And it was a contingent effort, that it was an obvious intentional effort that this song would be the outro of the project, obviously linking up and referencing KSA in the song Synchro System. Nice, another reference, another nostalgic moment and pull that this album or this EP was doing. Nostalgia is the name of the game on this project. Nostalgia, sentiments, a lot of that is what's scoring Bado a good point in this particular project for me personally. I see a lot of sentimental games and plays here, and it's working for me. That's all I'm saying. And I think it's good. It's still a noteworthy moment in his discography. Upon my first listen, what would be my rating out of 10 for this particular one? It's a nice 7. I think it's a nice 7 out of 10 for me. I'm not necessarily like I think it's still operating nicely for Bado's discography, but like I said, a lot of his stylings in rap, I've definitely felt the same from the past 4 projects or so since Carpe Diem essentially, and I'm not mad at it. It's still enjoyable. It's still nice to see him still show up in that manner. But a lot of the points, again, like I'm saying, are very, very sentimental, and I enjoyed and I embraced them. But there were some okay moments I just felt like negligible or not necessarily as memorable as other moments. So regardless, it's not a perfect album, but I'm taking a 7 out of this one. How you guys feel in the chat? I'm curious how you guys feel. Let me know in the comments after hearing this particular project. Ikigai, okay, Bado moment. I love it. Love Bado being active. He's going to move out with hits here. My favorite songs, track 6, Moraware. I love that song. I love Uptown Disco as well, but it has some Mata in there. And I'll take Metaverse as well. So this would be my strong 3. I'm curious how you guys, what were your strongest moments? My least favorites would be Knockout, really. I think Knockout would be my least favorite moment, and I'm that would be my only moment. But I see 8.5, I see 9, I see 8, I see 7.9, interesting. I see 8.7, interesting. I see another 8. All right, man. Olik this December. Let's go. Olamide back in concerts. That's crazy. This is perfect timing, man. That's perfect timing. You never know. Maybe some of us. You never know, man. You never know. Let's just keep it cute. If you want to catch the entire playback of the live stream, head over to Patreon, so you don't miss a beat, you don't skip a beat out of any of the reactions and reviews on this. So appreciate you guys, for everyone tapped in here as well. Appreciate you guys tapped in.